Hey guys, Ryan King here, and I'm the keyboard instructor for WorshipArtistry.com. In today's YouTube lesson, we're going to take a look at the song Salvation's Tide by Kristian Stanfill. And specifically, we're going to look at the tone. Now, we're only going to look at the tone, so if you want to see the entire lesson, you need to click the link and head over to Worship Artistry. There you can sign up for an account for less than $10 a month, and it's totally worth it. But just in case you want to check out a YouTube video, this is for you. The tone for this song is really what drives it forward from a keyboard perspective. We get to kind of sit back and just play some chords and allow our tones and sounds to do a lot of the work for us. We have about 6 different tones that we use, including an acoustic piano, a pipe organ, 2 pads, a nice arpeggiated synth, and then finally a mandolin. Now, if you've got a mandolin player, then you don't have to worry about this, but this mandolin really is to help give it a nice texture, especially when we play this melody at the beginning and end of the song. Now, the acoustic piano by itself sounds like this. Now, this is a piano that's coming out of a piece of software called Ivory. It's on my computer, and again, if you don't happen to have Ivory or something like that, if you can just dial up a big acoustic grand piano, then you'll have what you need to play this. I would make sure that you don't really use a dark grand or anything like that. You want something with a little bit of bite because the low end of this piano really needs to sound out during the song. Next, we have a pipe organ, and it by itself sounds like this. So that's a nice big cathedral style pipe organ. It's got some reverb on it. I've dialed the volume back just a little bit because this really is functioning almost like a pad, but because it is a pipe organ, it helps cut through the mix a little bit more. Next is a nice digital kind of sounding pad. It has a lot of air to it. This one is called Rusher, and this is coming out of Omnisphere, and it sounds like this. So you can hear that has a nice, good quality to it. It has a little bit of an analog sound to it, just with that pad, that underbelly, but it does have a lot of air and hiss and almost kind of a choir ooh and ah kind of sound to it. And so that one again is called Rusher. And then I have another one that's called Luscious Vocal Pad, and I've bumped it up an octave, and I use this especially during the chorus, and it sounds like this. So you can see that's got kind of a vocal quality to it. I've pitched it up an octave, so it's an octave higher than all of the other sounds. Got a lot of reverb to it, a lot of trail. When you add those together, it really makes the sound come together. Next, I have an arpeggiated synth that I've programmed to 16th notes, and I've shortened the attack on it. This one is called Falling Skies, and basically what it does, it has an up to down motion, and it strikes the first and last note twice, so it basically resets the arpeggiator, and it sounds like this. You can also hear that there's a cutoff on the actual sound, and it opens up over time. So you hear it gets a little brighter over time, and then it kind of dulls back just a little bit. Again, this is set to 16th notes, and it's going from up to down, and it strikes the first and last note twice. So it just keeps in time with what we're doing. We're holding down 4 notes, and we want those 4 notes to sound out. We really want that high note to strike twice and the bottom note to strike twice. So again, this one is called Falling Skies. It has an arpeggiator on it set to 16th notes. And then finally, we've got the mandolin that really is just used for the intro and kind of that little instrumental section. It sounds like this. Nothing too special about that. It's just a good mandolin sound, and it's really just that picking that you want. You don't want to have any tremolo effect to it or anything like that. You just want to have it where they pick, because you're going to add it along with the piano and the rest of the sounds. When you do combine some of these sounds together, they sound really good. They sound like this. So you can see how all of those sounds work really well together. And another key to it is making sure that you dial all the volumes in just where they need to be. The piano is kind of the predominant instrument. And then you kind of blend in that pipe organ, both pads, and then that arpeggiated synth. That arpeggiated synth needs to come out just a little bit more, so you may want to bump it up. But again, this is all relative to the sound system that you're playing through or what you're listening through. So just make sure that all your volumes are good to go. So again, we're using an acoustic piano, a big cathedral pipe organ, 2 pads that kind of have a vocal quality to it, as well as a arpeggiated synth that is set to 16th notes, and then finally a mandolin to really give some accent to that melody line. If you've got those sounds, then you'll have what you need to play this song. Be sure to click the link and head over to worshipartistry.com, where you can sign up for a free account today. Every lesson comes with a music video where you can change different video angles, as well as step-by-step instruction for different sections of the song. We also have loop videos that you can practice along to, as well as sheet music, chord charts, guitar tabs, and a whole lot more. So what are you waiting for? Click the link and sign up for a free account today.